My name is Keiichi Sato. Right now, I'm working at Dell. Thank you.
Looks like the rush is slowing down. How about we take a break?
Nah, I'm good. Still holding up just fine. Noah, you can rest a little longer if you want.
Oh, look who's here. Keiichi, is that you? I didn't know you were working here.
Mikiko? What are you doing here?
This place is pretty popular for a deli, right? You'll be set for a while working here. Oh, by the way, I'm with Tokimeki Core. Now, one of the big companies. Maybe we'll use this shop for catering someday. Excuse me, Keiichi isn't exactly...
It's okay. Mikiko's right. Working here does mean stability.
Right? Back in your high school years, you were totally obsessed with acting and barely cracked a book. I was worried about what happened to you after your dream fell apart. But it looks like you're doing fine. Well, I'm off now. Bye. Ugh, she's gone. What's up with her?
She's always been that kind of passive-aggressive person. But, well, she's not a bad person at heart.
Still, is this okay? She said she was with Tokimeki Core, right? Isn't that...
Alright, let's refocus and get back to work. Luckily, no customers overheard her, so it's all good.
Yeah?
3 days later.
Morning, everyone. I've come up with a new project idea. I'd love to present it right away.
Oh? A new project? Sounds exciting.
What? Keiichi?
It's been 3 days, huh?
Why are you here, Keiichi?
Mikiko, Mr. Sato is the head of the planning department, so maybe you should watch your tone.
What? Head of the planning department? How is that even possible?
I'm Keiichi Sato, and starting today, I'll be working here at Tokimeki Corp. Mr. Sugawara, the CEO of Tokimeki Corp, personally invited me to join the company.
Mr. Sugawara invited him? That's impossible. You were working at a deli just 3 days ago.
During my transition period, before starting this job, I thought I'd help out with my family's business.
Even so, I still don't get it. Wait, didn't you quit pursuing acting and then work at some small company?
Wow. So you knew? I worked hard there, produced results, and that's when Mr. Sugawara reached out to me. Mr. Sato is amazing. He turned a tiny barbecue sauce company into a nationwide hit by pushing hard on sales and getting it into department stores everywhere. Yikes, you're making me feel a bit jittery. Even Mr. Sugawara loves the barbecue sauce. Actually, I have several bottles at home myself.
Wow, I didn't know Keiichi was that incredible.
Still, Mikiko, you should have received the HR notification, right? You didn't know about this?
Well, you see, my phone broke recently. I honestly thought it was just someone else named Keiichi Sato with the same name.
Alright, let's get started. So, you've put together a new proposal, huh? Mind sharing it with us?
What I'd like to introduce is, quite literally, an all-purpose seasoning.
All-purpose?
Yes. It's a seasoning you can put on any dish to make it irresistibly delicious. Please take a look at the proposal.
Let's see.
And that's the product I'd like to propose. What do you think?
Thank you. It's a very appealing product, and I believe it has great potential to sell well.
Really? See? This is my expertise at work.
However, is it truly feasible to bring this to market?
Feasible?
Looking at the ingredients used in the seasoning, it doesn't seem possible to achieve this retail price.
Of course, I've already consulted with the supplier in advance. They assured me that it's possible to keep the price within this range.
I see. By the way, is that supplier by any chance Doki Doki Company?
Wait, how do you know that?
Actually, I once considered developing a product using the same ingredients, but Doki Doki Company notified me at the last minute that their costs would increase. Really? I had no idea. Yes, there's a rumor that they initially offer favorable terms, but tend to raise prices later.
No way.
However, even with a slight price increase, I think this product is still very appealing. Going ahead, let's form a team with you, Mikiko leading the charge to completely develop this product. This is the smoothest meeting we've ever had. Really? I was just conducting the meeting as usual. Well, you see, under the previous department head, it was often difficult to move forward with new product proposals. Are you referring to Mr. Tanimura? I believe he recently transitioned to Chief of Finance and Accounting.
He's also my senior from high school.
I see.
Nice to meet you. I'm Yoshioki Tanimura, the head of the Accounting and Finance Department.
Ah, yes. But that's not the reason I came here today. Actually, I'm here to request the suspension of a certain project. Suspension of a project, you say? Yes. When I was in the planning department, I proposed a renewal for one of our flagship products, Tokimeki vinegar. But I'd like to have that renewal plan scrapped for now. May I ask why? We were scheduled to discuss that very matter later today. To put it simply, it's due to budget constraints. Our company's products are currently facing challenging times. Therefore, it's difficult to take on projects that require a high budget and involve significant risk. Is that so? I understand. In that case, I will consider ways to reduce the budget for the all-purpose seasoning and the revamped Tokimeki vinegar and explore if they can be proposed again. I've skimmed through the proposals and they're excellent. It would be a shame not to proceed with them. I understand. But unless you can achieve significant budget cuts, it will be difficult to approve them. Our company is currently at a crossroads. In particular, there are discussions about reducing or even discontinuing athlete sponsorship programs. Wait a minute. Are there proposed changes to the athlete sponsorship programs? Yes, that's correct. Over the past few years, the results have been far from satisfactory. It's been deemed challenging to continue in its current form. I get that it's not really my role in the planning department to step in here, but still, athlete sponsorship is one of our company's key selling points. If it's to be scaled back, that's a significant concern. But even so, the budget is finite. And it's true that the athletes haven't delivered satisfactory results. I get it. Could you grant me some time? Time? For what? Mr. Tanimura, you mentioned that reducing the budget for new products and the renewal would suffice. On top of that, there are concerns about the athletes not delivering results. If we can provide concrete proof that the results will come in the future, wouldn't that address the issue? Are you hoping to discover all of them before time runs out? Yes. With all due respect, the next budget proposal is due to be submitted to upper management 3 days from now at 2:30 p.m. You've got to admit, there's no way you can get everything figured out by that time, don't you think? I see. 3 days from now at 2:30 p.m. Got it. Are you serious, Mr. Sato? Yes, I want to do everything I can. Other than Mikiko, is there anyone else with ideas to share? I'm ready to listen. I'll do my best to ensure the proposals are approved.
Keiichi?
Well, give it your best shot. Seriously, Who does he think he is messing around with the budget? What a cocky guy. The next day. So, these are the athletes sponsored by Tokimeki Corp.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Appreciate it. Sorry for the trouble of having to bring these lunches.
No worries. We made a good profit, so it's all good. I mean, come on, Keiichi. It's super generous of you to shell out your own money for something like this.
Well, I just felt like this was the least I could do.
I heard a rumor. The continuation of athlete sponsorship is in jeopardy, right?
Yeah,
Society is harsh, isn't it? Results are everything.
but is it really fair to demand immediate results in fields where it's not easy to achieve? We need to look beyond just the results. They're not just playing sports. They're doing all sorts of volunteer work and contributing to their communities in any way they can.
That's true.
I can't just stand by and do nothing for them.
That's so like you, Keiichi.
You think so?
Give it everything you've got. I'll be cheering for you, kiddo.
Kiddo? Are we the same age? Are you Mr. Sato? Oh, nice to meet you. Mr. Setouchi. I'm Keiichi Sato. I'm Yuji Setouchi. Thank you so much for bringing these lunches for us. Oh no, that's the least I can do. About the sponsorship. Well, I'll do my best to address that somehow. Please don't push yourself too hard. It's entirely my failure as a coach. No, don't say that. If only Tokoro was still here. Tokoro? You mean the 800-meter track runner Tokoro? Yes. He's truly a once-in-a-century talent. But, well, there have been talks about him transferring to another team. He's been caught up in various discussions and hasn't been able to attend practices much.
If this Tokoro guy stays on the team, would it make a difference?
Absolutely. Of course it would. Tokoro had an injury this past year, so he couldn't perform at his full potential. But now he's fully recovered. All that's left is for him to shine in competition.
So his decision to stay is the key. We've got to make it happen, Keiichi.
Yeah, you're right.
I suppose we have to start moving now.
You got it. After that, I threw myself into negotiating with various suppliers to lower the cost of ingredients for the project as much as possible. At the same time, I tried to schedule a meeting with Tokoro, our golden prospect. But no matter what I did, I couldn't get a hold of him. And before I knew it, 3 days had flown by. Really? At that price? Yes. The sales team confirmed. It's finalized. Now, the only thing left is whether the athlete sponsorship program continues as it is. You're right. Around 11 a.m. So, within these 3 days, you successfully reduced the budget for both the Tokimeki vinegar and the all-purpose seasoning. Wow! I heard the rumors, but Mr. Sato, your expertise is exceptional. I appreciate it. With this, the proposals will be approved, right? Of course. Thank goodness. Then, let's include them in the budget proposal. If I may, there's one more issue I'd like to bring up. It's about the athlete sponsorship program. Oh, that? With all due respect, Mr. Sato, isn't this a matter unrelated to the planning department? Indeed, on a departmental level, it may not be directly related. However, I cannot stand by and watch the company take a wrong turn. A wrong turn, you say? Yes, specifically in terms of results and potential. From my research, there are over 20 athletes under our sponsorship who are currently drawing media attention. Some of them are even said to be guaranteed medalists at the Olympics 4 years from now. While they may not be delivering results yet, their potential is undeniable. Wouldn't you agree? That's true. Hearing this, cutting their support doesn't seem like a waste. Mr. Sato? Yes? Over the past 10 years, how many athletes under our sponsorship have delivered results? About 2, I'd say. Exactly. Over the past 10 years, we've sponsored hundreds of promising athletes. But only 2 of them have delivered visible results. That is, please let me continue my explanation. Go ahead. I continued my presentation, but Mr. Tanimura remained unconvinced. Around noon. I'm sorry, but I have another meeting to attend. Thank you very much for your time. I guess this is just my own lack of ability. Mr. Sato, you really gave it your all. I've got to say, I genuinely admire you. Giving it everything I've got still falls short. Mind if I slip out for a minute to chat with someone? Of course. Please go ahead. Thanks. He's such an honest person. Oh, now that I think about it, Mikiko still hasn't returned from her rounds. Around 1:30 p.m. Mr. Setouchi? Oh, Mr. Sato. Mr. Sato, please don't be too hard on yourself. We truly appreciate everything you've done. But...
Hello.
Oh, thank you for bringing the food again. The athletes really love them.
I'm glad to hear that. This time, it's from my own pocket money.
Noah?
You did great, Keiichi. I mean, if someone achieves amazing results again, we can push for support once more. And if the company's sales improve, we might be able to restart the program, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's it. From now on, I just need to work even harder.
Exactly.
I'm counting on you, Mr. Sato. You got it.
Hold on. Why are you acting like you're giving up?
Wait. Mikiko. I mean, Nakamaru. Tokoro. What are you doing here?
Tokoto isn't transferring.
What?
I mean, how do you even know that?
Oh, Mikiko often comes to watch practice sessions.
Tokoto is my favorite athlete. I did everything I could to stop the transfer. It turns out the team he was supposed to join got caught up in a scandal, so the whole deal fell through.
I see. So that's what happened.
With Tokoto, it's impossible not to see results. All right, let's head over to Mr. Tanimura.
Okay.
Good luck, Keiichi.
I appreciate your support. Around 2:20 p.m. So, you decided to cut the budget for the athletic department. Yes, sir. It was a tough decision. Excuse me. Good afternoon. I'm here to inform you that Tokoro's transfer has been cancelled.
As a track and field enthusiast, I can assure you he's not only aiming for a medal at the Olympics in 4 years, but also at next year's World Championships. On top of that, his presence might inspire other promising athletes to join our team.
There's no reason to cut support at this point. I see. That's certainly true. However, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate? The truth is, I've already submitted the budget proposal. Wait a moment. I was told the deadline was 2:30 p.m. I figured it would be too late by then, so I moved up the submission time. I'm truly sorry. You've got to be kidding me.
Keiichi, no! Mr. Sato, trusted you, Mr. Tanimura, and worked so hard. Isn't this completely unfair?
I suppose we'll revisit this during the next budget planning process. Is the concept of flexibility a bit unclear for you, Mr. Tanimura? Excuse me, sir? The budget submission deadline was indeed moved to 2 o'clock p.m. However, if such a significant change occurs, Couldn't you have consulted us first?
But Mr. Sugawara, haven't you always said that adhering strictly to deadlines is the bare minimum for any professional?
I have said that, and I still believe it. But there are exceptions. You've been strongly advocating for cutting athlete support for some time, haven't you? Could it be that you dislike bending your own beliefs?
That's certainly not the case.
Given that I have the final word, why didn't you just ask me right off the bat about revising the budget? I've always told you, haven't I? Be flexible. Don't think your own views are absolute.
I'm sorry, sir.
Mr. Sugawara, are you sure about this? Of course. While it's true that the support does strain the budget, losing flexibility is far more dangerous.
I see. I never thought you'd have that kind of viewpoint, Mr. Sugawara. Flexibility. What a convenient word.
Take this opportunity to reflect on it.
Afterward, the Athlete Support Division achieved remarkable results, and the Tokimeki logo became a prominent sight in various sports. Even though Mr. Tanimura and I kept butting heads over budget issues, his team started to call him out for being too rigid, which eventually made him a bit more flexible. The backlash from Mr. Sugawara seems to have weighed heavily on his mind, ensuring he's not a danger anymore. Meanwhile,
Here, I brought you something.
thanks.
Today, I added a salad I made myself.
Hey, Noah. I'd love to have your cooking every day, if that's cool with you.
Fine, if you insist.
Thank you for watching till the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.